This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly, bringing you daily unique and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news for December 14th. Scarlett Johansson explains decision to produce for Marvel after lawsuit. Just when we thought we wouldn't see Scarlett Johansson in the MCU again, we find out that she could be producing a possible Marvel project. In a Screen Rant article, Johansson explains why she's still producing for Disney and Marvel, despite her filing for a lawsuit against the company back in late July. To refresh your memory, she sued Disney mainly due to their decision to release Black Widow both on Disney Plus and in theaters simultaneously. Black Widow's hybrid release caused it to be one of the lowest performing films of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Johansson was not pleased by the outcome, as it led to her losing bonuses, which she would have received based heavily on the film's box office performance. She claims that she lost $50 million because of Black Widow's simultaneous release on streaming and in theaters. Both she and the company fired each other, but the feud came to an end after Johansson received a massive payout of around $40 million. The actress's actions were backed by many of her fellow peers in the film industry, including the likes of Jennifer Lawrence, who called her decision to sue a brave one. Now that things have calmed down a bit, Johansson revealed in an interview with Collider that she has been inspired to produce for Disney. She is now involved in the upcoming Tower of Terror film, a movie adaptation based on the Disney World ride. Johansson also talks about her past experiences in the film industry, saying that it's like being a part of a creative family where everyone works together to get the job done. She then reveals her interest in returning to Marvel, taking on a producing role, because it's like a creative playground that's just like a dream. Some speculate that Johansson could be helping Marvel create an all-female Avenger cast, albeit without her character. Others speculate that Johansson could be helping produce a Yelena Belova solo movie. I feel like I'm entering the Twilight Zone. Imagine suing your former employer just to come back and work on future projects together. Only in Hollywood. I have never heard of this before, and it's crazy that everyone seems to be okay and on board with this. So as you can see, it was all business at the end of the day. Remember this, Marvel fans, when you get upset, if they recast a character or kill off a character, at the end of the day, it's all business. Sweet Valley High is coming to the CW by way of the Gossip Girl team. Who remembers reading Sweet Valley High books back in middle school? Maybe high school? What about the Babysitter's Club or the R.L. Stine books? I was more of an R.L. Stine reader back in the day. Well, for fans of Sweet Valley High, a TV adaptation is heading to the CW. According to Film.com, a new television series based on the Sweet Valley High young adult novels is in the works over at the CW. The series comes from Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage, the duo behind the reboot of Dynasty, Nancy Drew, and the teen sensation Gossip Girl. Renamed Sweet Valley, the new series is the second serial look at Francine Pascal's book series following the Sweet Valley TV series in the 90s, starring the twin actresses Brittany Daniel and Cynthia Daniel. With the success of shows like Riverdale, the Sweet Valley High books are a perfect choice for a new adaptation. To be honest, this show doesn't really appeal to me, but neither did the Netflix Sabrina series, and that was a really good series. I was drawn to Sabrina because I remember watching the TGIF Sabrina series on ABC. I was intrigued and delightfully surprised by Netflix's darker take on the series. So who's to say this won't be the same? If you guys end up watching this, let me know how it turns out. Like I said, I'm not really holding my breath for this series. Warriors' Steph Curry breaks the NBA three-point record. I'm not much into sports, but when records are broken, even I gotta take notice. Curry hit his 2,974th three-pointer Tuesday night in the first quarter of the Golden State Warriors game against the New York Knicks, breaking the record set by Ray Allen. Curry hit the shot from the right wing with 7 minutes 33 seconds remaining, waving his arms toward the sky as he jogged backwards down the court. The Warriors then committed a foul and quickly called timeout to let the celebration begin. Curry exchanged hugs with his coach Steve Kerr, longtime teammate Draymond Green, family members, and Allen, who was in the arena, reports Huffington Post. Curry is often considered the league's greatest shooter, and the numbers back him up. He already owns 2 of the top 3 seasons for three-pointers, including the only season with 400 threes, and now he has a career record Allen had held since passing Reggie Miller in 2011. Steph appeals to everyone, not just hardcore fans who look at his three-point percentage, Kerr said before the game. I think fans are attracted to him because of his humility and his history and how hard he has had to work. So from that standpoint, it transcends sports somewhat. I would have to agree with Coach Kerr's comment. As I said before, I don't know much about sports, especially professional sports, but I do know Steph Curry, and that's because of his crossover appeal. I don't know if I've mentioned it more in this podcast. I think I have though, but there's a cross-section between professional sports and entertainment, and we're seeing more and more pro athletes like LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and now Steph Curry cross into that space. That's the whole reason I'm covering this, because Steph Curry has officially entered pop culture, and the everyday person you see on the street knows who he is. So congrats to Steph Curry for setting a new 3-point record. Okay, so I didn't want to make this a big deal or make this a thing, but I'm getting really tired of everyone coming down on Jeremy Strong. For those of you who don't know, Jeremy Strong plays Kendall Roy in the HBO Max hit show Succession. I'm a huge fan, so you already know I saw the season 3 finale, which was crazy, but I'm here to talk about the recent article written by Michael Schulman in The New Yorker. Michael Schulman gave a less than favorable review of Jeremy Strong. Well, it wasn't unfavorable, but it wasn't favorable. Jeremy Strong is, for lack of a better word, a method actor. However, Strong doesn't call it that. He calls it identity diffusion, which is a method in which the actor has to clear away anything that is not the character and the circumstances of the scene. Anyway, to make a long story short, it sounds like Strong's extreme approach to acting has given him the label, possibly, of being difficult on set. During season 2 and especially during season 3 of Succession, Strong self-alienated himself from the cast, as his character, Kendall, is the black sheep of the Roy family who is launching a huge war against his father, the founder and CEO of the media conglomerate Waystar Royco. All I'm trying to say is give the guy a break. If he is a method actor, he could be in a very vulnerable state, especially after the current season of Succession, and all this onslaught of unfavorable reviews might not be what he needs to hear right now. Strong brings a lot of gravitas to the character of Kendall Roy, which is one of the reasons why we love Succession. Everyone is perfect for their roles. I can't see anyone else playing Kendall. I just feel like he's getting a lot of flack right now, and I just want everyone to ease up off of him. You know, there are other method actors like Joaquin Phoenix and Lakeith Stanfield that are brilliant actors, and they don't receive this blowback. I guess what I'm saying is, leave Jeremy alone! I just had to get that off my chest. The guy does a great job at acting, or at least playing Kendall Roy, so let him enjoy the fruits of his labors, especially since the ending of season 3 was so dynamic. If you don't watch the show, I strongly encourage you to do so. It's really a great show. Well, that's it for Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly for December 14th. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and follow our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.